So, Romie here. This is the recap for Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 2, Home. And it starts off with Bran, and he's trying to build up his power. So he's working with the three-eyed raven, and right now he's currently seeing a vision of the past. He's seeing some of his family members, I believe his father and his uncle and aunt, or something like that. And guess who's there? The gentle giant himself, Huddle. I always mess up his name. I like to call him Hoda. I don't know why. I like Hoda better, so I'm going to call him Hoda. And he could talk. He could talk in the past. And so when he gets out of it, he's just like, Hoda, I saw you when you were younger, and you could talk. And he was like, Hoda? And so it's like, okay, there's a storyline there. Now we always knew there was something else to him. So it looks like we're going to eventually find out what. Bran gets taken outside, and remember one of the twins who aided him when he was fighting with the army of the undead? That's what I'm calling them, the army of the undead. And yeah, so she's still feeling it because her brother's dead, and she's just thinking to herself, I'm basically here, supposed to be helping this kid who's just laying around, well, he's paralyzed, so laying around having visions all day. Really? My brother died for this kid to just have visions all day? Really? Now we get back to Castle Black and the Night Watch, and what's currently going on is Davis is like, alright, I've never been much of a fighter, but let's do this. And I'm just like, because of course time is up. Time is up. They want their answer. And when they want the answer, they're gonna kill them anyway. But it's just like, are we gonna do this the easy way or are we gonna do this the hard way? I'm thinking, why? If I'm outnumbered, why would I open the door? And that's exactly what Davis and the others are feeling, because they don't do it. I'm like, okay, someone's gonna barge in. Someone's gonna barge in to save them just in the nick of time. Because at this point, they're trying to tear the door down. And guess who comes in? The huge-ass giant, one of the wildling giants, and the army of the wildlings, you know, the ones that weren't killed or turned, they come in. And because there's so many of them, well, one person actually shoots a bow and arrow at the giant, a crossbow at the giant, and he gets slammed against the wall immediately. So everyone's just like, not today. I'm going to take my chances with them possibly killing us versus us fighting them and definitely dying. So everyone throws down their weapons. And at this point, of course, the leader of the wildlings and everyone else is just like, so yeah, we won, but no we didn't because Jon Stark is still dead. See? Yes. And he's been stabbed multiple times. Yes. No loyalty. So we're back in the realm, and what's currently going on is, remember that guy who exposed his dick and he was just, I think he pissed on her maybe, or tried to pee on her, or something like that, and it was just flopping there. And so he's telling the story, his own version of the story of how Cersei reacted when she saw that, as if she actually smiled. And I'm just like, you know what? You can't be doing this. Someone's going to kill you. Yes, Cersei's pet dog, and when I say pet dog, that huge-ass bodyguard of hers, goes and kills him once he's separated from the group. I'm just like, okay, I'm not mad at that. I don't like Cersei, but I also don't like a liar. Especially in a show like this. You don't last too long when you do too many lies. If you ever really thought about that, that's kind of how it is on the show. And Cersei wants to go, and of course, her daughter was killed, so the funeral's today. And unfortunately, her son, Tommen, was just like, no, she's not coming out. She can't see her. And we're all thinking to ourselves, now Tommen, what's really good? What's really going on? So, of course, they're terrified because her bodyguard is just ready to go. And she's just like, alright. One way or the other, we'll reunite. Not right now. Okay. I see how it is. And Jaime is talking to his son. Nasty. Just nasty. Jaime's talking to his son, and Tommen is exclaiming why he actually felt the way he does, and why he didn't allow his mom to see to come to a funeral. And it's more so about him, just like with everyone else on this show and in general. It's more so about him and the fact that he feels guilty that he saw his mom go through what she went through and he couldn't do anything about it. And so he can't face her right now. And Jaime's just like, go to your mother. Go to your mother. And the High Prick, because I forgot his name, that's what we're calling him. The High Prick decides to come make his grandiose appearance, and I'm like, okay, he's not alone. He's not alone. Because Jaime goes, speaks with him, and Jaime's just like, yo, what's good? So, you went, you judged my sister slash baby's mom. Nasty. Sister slash baby mama. But I went, I killed my brother. I went and killed the king. I did this, I did that, and yet no one has come after me yet. I'm thinking to myself, at the end of the day, Jaime, even though he does some really evil stuff, he's pretty honest. He's pretty borderline a stand-up guy. And so maybe that's why he gets away with all that, because I thought once the army of the religious cuckoos were surrounding him, I was like, okay. Because Jaime went and threatened the High Prick. And the High Prick was just like, oh, so you really think you can take all of them on? They have nothing to live for except for this religion. So they won't feel pain. They'll go after you and keep coming after you until at the end of the day you're dead. That's how this thing works. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? It was just like, alright, I see you. But why not me? Not yet. In all due time. In all due time. Poor Marjorie. Marjorie's never getting out. And Tommen goes and sees Cersei. And again, he says, wow, when he essentially said to Jaime. And Cersei embraces him because she's just like, I have my son again. Because he's the only living child of hers left at this point. So she has to go and accept him with open arms. And all she's ever wanted to do is protect him. And he couldn't do the same for her. And she believes it and understands it. So Theon enacts this plan. Well, first of all, Theon makes an inappropriate joke about eunuchs. And we have Greyworm there. And so, damn, I'm remembering these names. Look at me. And Theon's just like, you know what? What do you mean the dragons aren't eating? Of course they're not eating. The original dragons were never held captive. It was just when Daenerys' family started to go and control the dragons. That's when they were held in chains. And they got smaller and smaller until they're no bigger than little pussycats. So if you want them to eat, you have to make them feel like they're a man. That's what he was essentially trying to say. And so he goes down to the dragons. The dragon's there, the dragon's dungeon. And I'm like, Vars, you're really not going to stop him? You're more interested to see what happens to him, aren't you? And he goes there, he's just like, you know what, I'm their friend. I'm the friend of the mother, I'm their friend. They're intelligent. And they are, clearly, because when they were kind of going and snapping at the mother of dragons, I feel like it was because she didn't trust them, so then they didn't trust her. But he understands them. He understands what it feels like to be and feel like them and misunderstood. So he's able to connect with them. And more so, he releases them from their chains. He releases one, and the other one was just like, oh, so you're going to do that for me too, right? And he does. And so then he was just like, if I ever get a plan like that, just hit me. And I'm thinking to myself, okay. Oh, poor Arya. Arya is getting her butt handled to her by this, what was her name, Willa? And Arya was really trying. She was really trying to fight back. I was like, okay, Arya. Okay, so where's Willa? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? She keeps swinging that thing. You're going to hit someone. Stop it, honey. You're going to hit someone. And of course, Mr. I have no name, no face, pops up. And it's just like, what is your name? I have no name. Would you have a name if I gave you this? Would you have a name if I gave you that? Would you have a name if you can have your sight back? I have no name. So he was like, oh, good. And she went to go and get her bowl for begging. He was just like, you're not a beggar anymore. You're not a beggar anymore. Ramsey is just all about this. We need to go and take control of the North and destroy everyone else. I'm like, Ramsey, that's how you get yourself killed. Ramsey has no idea because he's thinking, why don't we go to Castle Black? Why don't we go to the Night's Watch and take them down? They're just little weak thieves and thieves and rapists over there. They can't defend anyone at this point, so we can easily defeat them. I hope you go there and find out what's good. I hope you go there and find out what's good. Because once you do, that's going to be I can't wait. I can't wait. And Ramsey finds out that he is an older brother now. Of course, I'm thinking this is Ramsey we're talking about. You really think he's going to allow a true heir to exist? No. He goes and he stabs his father and he's just like, said word. We're going to go, we'll bring my brother because he's going next. Trust and believe he is going next. And that's what Ramsey does. Ramsey goes, gets his mother, gets his brother, takes him to where the caged dogs are, lets them loose. I'm like, Ramsey, I'm not surprised. That's the messed up part. He is so evil and he is so terrified. He's actually one of the weakest people on this show because he is terrified. He doesn't think much of himself. So, of course, it's very hard for him to think anything about other people. And hold on a moment. Whew. Yeah, sorry about that. Allergies, man. Allergies. Oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, by the way. And we get back to Theon. I feel bad because Theon is on this whole thing of Sansa is talking with Brienne and Brienne's just like, yo, so what happened? What's good? Sansa was like, no, how's Arya doing? It was just like, well, actually, she was doing well last time I saw her and she looked good. Well, I'm like, damn, it's been a moment. It's been a moment. And she was dressed more so like a boy than like a girl. This is like, yeah, that's Arya. And then Sansa goes and admits the fact that she messed up. She really should have went with her. And Brienne's just like, you know what? At the time, you don't know me. So how can you fully trust me? No, you made the weak decision. And that's what really happened. But Theon's just like, I need a horse. I need to go. At the end of the day, I was prepared to do whatever I needed to do to make sure that you got to your brother. But I can't do this. I don't want to even be alive. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I'm just like, Theon, we were starting to like you again. But then it makes sense because of what happens next. He does need to go home. He just doesn't even know it yet. You know, his father is talking to his sister. His father's just like, we're going to continue to conquer. That's what we do. That's what we're known for. And I'm not going to let anyone stand in our way. And she was just like, you know what? I should be leading now. She's like, no, that's not how this works, honey. That's not how this works. Maybe if you had the type of genitals that I had, but you don't. So, ding. I'm just like, are you kidding me? She was just like, wait a minute. I lost 2 brothers because of what you did. He was like, I lost 3 sons. I'm like, damn. Oh yeah, Theon. He lost Theon as well. I forgot about that. So you accept Theon as your son now. Interesting. And long story short, he goes out in the storm, and you already know what happens next. His butt dies. Not only does his butt die, apparently his brother is back. At first I thought it was an illusion, but no, it looks like his brother is actually back. His brother is supposed to be dead from a fight at sea. He was supposed to go mad during the storm. It's just like, how can someone like you go mad during the storm? And he's just like, I did, and I cut everyone's throats out because they were annoying me. I'm just, oh Lord, crazy runs in the family. And Theon's sister's just like, I will get my revenge and I will be a great ruler. No, you won't. You have to fight for it. This is how it works. It doesn't matter if your particular family line, bloodline, was holding it down all this time. Times have changed. Times have changed, and you have to realize that now you have to go and fight for it. Davis gives the Red Lady, the pep talk of her life. He gives her the pep talk of her life, and it's just like, you know what? Can you bring him back? Can you bring back Jon Snow? Can you do it? She was just like, no, I don't think I can. I've seen it happen before. It's just like, you can and you will. So she goes, she performs the ceremony, and it doesn't work. I mean, they dragged it out all that time just to say it doesn't work. Everyone was over it. One by one, they left. And until no one was in the room, I'm like, okay. They're taking so long. Why are they paying to him? Why are they paying to him? I'm like, Game of Thrones, you better not piss us off. Do not piss us off. Do not go. This season 6 is lit so far. Do not go and mess things up. Give us what we want. Stop just panning to the direwolf and to Jon Snow. And then it's like, the direwolf wakes up. Because the direwolf was asleep while this whole ceremony was going on. And because I feel the direwolf really is like his guardian, his spirit animal. So it makes sense. Because remember, Sansa's was killed. So, and she's been lost ever since. See how you just... Come on now. Everyone's direwolf who was killed, they've all been lost, really, this time. They've all been lost. Just as far as their personal journeys. So the direwolves are definitely a direct reflection of themselves and their lives. And Jon Snow is back. He wakes up, he's just like, oh! I was like, damn, how is this? They really... He's back. That's all that matters. He is back, and now they're going to think of him as a god because he rose from the dead. I'm just like... He's back. Things are about to get crazier than ever. Season 6 is great. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.